And in terms of campaign personnel, something our readers really want to know is, are we going to be seeing more of Melania on the campaign trail?
Melania is very much involved. She's just done a book. I think her book will do very well. And
I never imagined my privacy would be invaded by the government here in America.
As much as Donald Trump hates any question about policy or when he's pushed on Project 2025, whether it's Kamala Harris poking his buttons over his tiny crowd size or mocking his 2020 election loss. Nothing gets Donald Trump more upset than one question, and that's where's Melania? Donald Trump has been humiliated constantly by Melania Trump being absent from his most important moment. She only showed up for one night of the RNC, but we have barely seen her on the campaign trail. She wasn't at the debate, but someone else filled her spot. And of course, that was Laura Loomer, Trump's new pal. But with Laura Loomer being in the picture now, more than ever, more questions are being raised about where Melania Trump is. Like I said, she's been completely absent from the campaign, and no one has had the courage to ask Donald Trump, but one journalist did. And we are going to watch Donald Trump's crazy response to that, absolutely stuttering and really just upset when he was confronted about this. But before we get into that, all I want to quickly ask you to leave a like on this video. And if you end up enjoying it, to hit that subscribe button. Now, like I said, Melania Trump has been relatively absent from the campaign, with the exception of a little bit of time that she's been taking to promote her book like she did in this video right here.
I never imagined my privacy would be invaded by the government here in America. The FBI raided my home in Florida and searched through my personal belongings. This is not just my story. It serves as a warning to all Americans, a reminder that our freedom and rights must be respected.
Two things there. We know Melania is a Trump because all she wants to do is grift. That is the only reason she is barely participating in this campaign with the weird black and white videos that she's been posting. But secondly, are you seriously complaining about the FBI breaking into your home because your husband stole classified documents? I don't think that's a very relatable issue. Melania, hate to break that to you. Actually, no, I don't hate to break that to you, but this isn't the only struggle that Melania has been dealing with. Of course, a little bit earlier, I brought up Laura Loomer and her being in the picture, and there's been a lot of speculation about that we can see in this article right here. Laura Loomer and Trump sitting in a tree, doing the far-right provocator, and the former president are spending quite a bit of time together. But where's Melania? Laura Loomer is so out there that even Marjorie Taylor Greene called her out for a racist tweet about Kamala Harris and extremist views. Aside, the 31-year-old has been spending quite a bit of time with Donald Trump, leading to some speculation that they're a romantic item. There have been lots of rumors and speculation about what could be going on between these two. Certainly embarrassing to Melania Trump. But again, no one has really asked where she is in the picture. And it's probably because Donald Trump wouldn't do an interview with any journalist who would. But he actually did do an interview when he was asked about Melania Trump. And his answer was just as weird as all of these videos that Melania Trump has been putting out. I wanted to play that clip of her promoting her book because it seems like it's her only involvement in the campaign, and Donald Trump kind of admitted to that in his answer about where Melania Trump has been throughout these past couple of months. But before I go any further, let's just check out the clip.
And in terms of campaign personnel, something our readers really want to know is, are we going to be seeing more of Melania on the campaign trail?
Melania is very much involved. She's just done a book. I think her book will do very well, and it's already doing well. And she really expresses her thoughts in the book, very open. She's a great person. She loves the country very much. She understands our country. And she's a very popular First Lady. She's very popular. You know, when I mention her in the speeches, you see what happens. They all go crazy, and they love her. But she loves our country, and she loves the people of our country. But she really is. She's very strong. She has tremendous feelings for the country, and she'll do whatever necessary. But my kids haven't been treated properly. She hasn't been treated properly. Look.
So in light of all of these rumors about Laura Loomer and the tension maybe even going as far as to call it a feud between Donald Trump and Melania, who has absolutely been not by his side, unlike Doug Mhoff, who has been everywhere on the campaign trail for Kamala Harris. Donald Trump's answer is that she has a book. She's got a book coming out. How's your wife doing? Oh, I don't know. I don't speak to her. But she has a book. I've heard. It's what I'm being forced to say. And retweet her videos about it. Her memoir, that's about it. That's the substance of their relationship. They really deserve each other, just trying to use each other for their own gain, clearly, to grifters, and Melania, and Donald. And it is not just me who thinks that there is certainly a bit of tension there. Of course, we can see it that Melania Trump's not out on the campaign trail. But I want to read an article about just how bad this relationship is. X. Trump aide claims he's met only one person who hates the former president more than Melania. Anthony Scaramucci. A former aide to Donald Trump has claimed he has only met one person who hates his ex-boss more than his wife Melania Trump. Speaking in an interview with our good friends at Midas Touch, Scaramucci suggested that the former president's wife might be the only person who would like to see Vice President Kamala Harris win the presidential election more than he does because she hates him. I judge the hatred of Donald Trump by the Melania standard, the former aide said, providing the interviewer with examples including, "My wife hates Trump as much as Melania." Scaramucci said that retired General Mark Milley is the only person he's met that hates the former president more than the former First Lady. I've met one person that actually hates Trump more than Melania. He said that's General Milley. He's the only guy I've met so far that actually hates him more than Melania. After the January 6, 2021 Capitol riot, Trump made comments suggesting Milley, the nation's top-ranking military officer at the time, should be killed. Trump was referencing a call Milley held with Chinese officials to assure them that the U.S. was not under threat of attack during the riots. Several members of Trump's cabinet knew Milley was holding the talks. This is an act so egregious that in times gone by the punishment would have been death. Trump said in a Truth Social post about the general. Milley later said he took adequate safety precautions following Trump's remarks. He told CBS, "I wish these comments had not been made, and I'll take appropriate measures to ensure my safety and the safety of my family." Scaramucci called Trump a despicable guy for doing that. The fact that we're even talking about an enemy list in a country like ours, which is the longest-standing Republican representative democracy, 250 years, is just a disgusting thing. The former aide said Trump's former communications director went on to blame the Republican leaders for enabling his former boss. Now we have to put up with this nonsense. He said The Independent reached out to the Trump campaign for comment. Scary spent 10 days as the White House communications director in 2017 and earned the nickname The Mooch. During that time, sources familiar with the situation told Reuters that Trump had fired his communications director after an obscene tirade. His comments about Melania come following reports that she had struck a deal with her husband not to move back to the White House full-time if he is re-elected in November. An insider told Page Six earlier this year that she does not want a non-stop schedule of events in the White House, and makes the point she can be both a hands-on mother and First Lady at the same time. So obviously not a lot of love and joy within the relationship between Mill and Donald to start. But like I said, the Laura Loomer of it all is really escalating this situation. We see Donald finally has a new friend, A new pal. We saw before. It was Marjorie Taylor Greene, then it was Carrie Lake. Then Alina Abba was the MAGA apple of his eye, but he has found someone new and loomer. Someone that he is taking advice from, someone that we've seen consistently at Mar-a-Lago, someone who is always shouted out by Trump in any speech that she is attending. It's a really strange rel relationship, and many have made the case that she is the craziest of MAGA, and maybe that is what a more unraveled and extreme Donald Trump wants at this time, the person who will fully support him, be the culty of all the culties, and that's what he's found in Loomer. That's why he continues to defend her, like in this clip right here.
Your Republican colleagues or your allies who are concerned about your close relationship with Laura Loomer?
Well, I don't know what they would say. Laura's been a supporter of mine, just like a lot of people are supporters, and she's been a supporter of mine. She speaks very positively of the campaign. I'm not sure why you asked that question, but Laura is a supporter. I don't control Laura. Laura has to say what she wants. She's a free spirit. Well, I don't know. I mean, look, I can't tell Laura what to do. Laura's a supporter. I have a lot of supporters, but I don't know what exactly you're referring to. That's okay. Yeah, please. I just don't know. Laura's a supporter. I don't know. She is a strong person. She's got strong opinions, and I don't know what she said, but that's not up to me. She's a supporter. Please.
I wouldn't say that she has a free spirit as much as a racist and xenophobic spirit. But it's so funny to me that the messaging of this campaign for Donald Trump is now become defending Laura Loomer. While Kamala Harris's barnstorming swing states like Georgia and North Carolina, expanding the map in fact, while Donald Trump is focused on his MAGA cultists, that is the contrast between a serious presidential candidate and an unserious whatever Trump is. And we're going to continue to talk about that every single day on this show. And if you want to support that, as always, you can hit that subscribe button. Leave a like and drop a blue heart in the comments if you stuck around to the end. And until next time, I'll see you soon.